Ladies and gentlemen, man, I'm Nick Frazier, man. Welcome to Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here today, man. Man, around the water cooler, man. We back around the water cooler. We got one of the rising prospects in the state of Alabama, man. My guy Kaleb Ballard from Wetumpka High School. Kaleb, how you feeling today, my guy?
Feeling great, feeling great.
Man, that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear, man. Everything going well with you so far, man. I know the recruiting process heating up for you, man. How's that going for you?
It was going great. It's just nice to get a whole bunch of attention.
Nice to get the attention. Yeah, I know, man. I know. With with the attention, everything else comes with attention. You got to keep everything at bay. All the other stuff that's not good for you. You got to keep that at bay. So, man, it's good to get the attention, but you also got to stay focused with it as well, because you got a grand opportunity in front of you, man, to go do some great things at the next level in college sports, man. I want to talk about you were one of the rising prospects in the state of Alabama when it comes to football. I consider you to be an athlete because you can play tight end and you can play wide receiver. And from what I've seen so far. But football wasn't really like your first love. You actually like basketball. Basketball is like your first love, man. So just tell me, when did football become like priority to you over basketball, or are they both right now still kind of in the same boat, with the way that you see it? But you are getting a lot of attention on the football side. So when did football become more of a priority to you in your opinion?
I think it started, I think, my ninth grade year. The end of my grade going to my ninth grade year, where I really just liking football.
Okay. What was it about it? Was it the fact that you was like, man, I'm taller, I'm bigger, I'm faster than these guys on the football field. I can see myself potentially doing this at the next level. I have an opportunity to go on and, be able to get an education, doing this. I have an opportunity to help my family, at the next level. What else was it about it that just made you be like, man, I think football is the way for me to get to that next spot in my career?
But no, it started off with me just liking it. Like,
okay.
It just the athletic aspect. Like, it's me versus you. Like, who wants it more? Who gonna do what it takes to get better and get it?
That's what's up.
Going into it, I'm like, oh, I'm actually good at this. I can miss some out of this.
Okay. So at that point, so I'm guessing you saying it was your ninth grade year. You saying ninth grade is when you actually was like, I'm actually good at this. That's when you figured it out.
Yeah, I'm like I might be tough. I can and then looking up at my cousin Sadarian, he like, I can be like him too. Like,
you said Sadarian, like in Sadarian Morgan, the wide receiver is your cousin?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, just committed to Alabama, man. Hey, if that's the case, if the genes are aligned and y'all got that same athletic gene, I can see it happening, man, because he was a highly rated recruit in this past cycle as well, man. I'm gonna transition a little bit, man. This have like we just said, you got that athletic gene in your family, and it kind of feels like it was almost, like you were almost born to do it, is what it kind of seems like. Your dad actually played in the NFL. If you don't know who his dad is Howard Ballard. Played for the Buffalo Bills, played for the Seattle Seahawks, actually played in some Super Bowls. I believe he was a Pro Bowler as well, man. Just talk about, the impact and the direction that your dad has had on you so far in your career, and how he's helping you potentially transition to the next level of in your career of playing college football, and the attention that you say that you're getting now. How is he helping you do that, if possible?
Oh, like, it started off with him. Like, he was one of the first people I talked to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, we lost
He was
him.
one of the first people, and with him being a football coach and all the people he's been around, gained coaching skills and all that, and he helped me work my way up to help me get to where I am now. And then, like, just the legacy he left on just helped push me to get to that level.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. That's what's up. Does it feel more like pressure knowing that you have a player, a guy in your family that actually played at the highest level? All right, man. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we got it working. I think you can hear me now. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
There we go. All right. So I was saying, like, we was talking about your dad. So I was like, so I get the question I was asking at that time. I said, Does it feel more like pressure now that you've had your dad who played at the highest level of college football, um, and played in a game that a lot of players don't even get a chance to play in the Super Bowl? Does it feel more like pressure to kind of follow in those footsteps, or are you just trying to do you and just be you, Kaleb?
No, I'm just trying to be me. Like, yeah.
Okay. All right. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's what's up. I want to talk about your transition in high school football. All right. You started off at Central Coosa, which is a 2A program. Then you transferred to Wetumpka, which I believe now is a 6A program right now.
Yeah.
And it's just, in Alabama high school football, it's the biggest stage of high school football. So you playing against some of the better competition, some of the guys that will get looked at, excuse me, from a lot of major programs across the country. First off, what has that move taught you so far about yourself, and what it is that you need to work on to be better? Because like you said, the attention you're getting attention from some major programs. You're gonna be playing against some of the best competition, in the next couple of years on Saturdays. What has that move taught you about yourself, and what do you think you need to get better at in these next coming years? So when you do make that transition from high school to college, you have somewhat of a upper hand or a step when you take that step on whatever college campus you decide to go play college football at.
Mm. Well, the biggest difference to me as a player was just like the speed of the game and attention to detail that the coaches look at. Like at the 2A level, you will have some coaches that'll come from bigger programs that have that attention to detail. And like they'll want it this way. You have to have this certain skill set to start. And then at 6A, like it's mandatory. Like what's special at like 2A, that's the standard for 6A. And then like just going in the weight room, just having to compete every day. You gotta be your best, especially with the great players we have in Alabama.
Yeah, man. That's a great answer, man. So you just look at it from the fact of the matter. It's like you said something that was profound. You said what's the I'm gonna make sure I said it right. You said what's the what happens at 2A is the standard at a 6A program. And that's very profound, man. You're going into your junior year, correct?
Yes, sir.
You'll be an upcoming junior year. What is one thing that you are looking to do and to basically say like, all right, I'm getting this attention now. And there are schools that are interested in seeing what I can do. What is the one thing that you want to do now? Because you get ready to go into spring ball, I believe, like in the next month or so. And then you have summer, and then you have the fall, this fall. What is one or two things that you're looking at getting better at, or you want to improve on, or you want to be like, this is going to set me apart from the other players that are being compared to me? What are one or two of those things that you want to do that will set you apart from those other guys?
Well, with my skill wise, I want to focus on like footwork and just route running, because I feel like tall people at my size and my height, they don't really have that twitch factor.
Okay.
Like off the ball fast. So I'm trying to work on that and working on footwork. And then I'm just trying to like uplift my team, just be a leader.
Be a leader. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Let's talk about this offer list, man. I'm gonna put this graphic up real quick because I think it's a very impressive offer list, man. You look here, right? I mean, you have over here you wide receiver, tight end combination, class of 28 out of Wetumpka. They have you listed at 6'5" right now, 215 pounds, 4.56 40 is what you were clocked at there. And you're looking at that spring recruiting update that you have. You have Mississippi State where you were offered, and you have a spring visit planned. Also the same thing at Auburn and UAB. You also have some offers from Florida State, Virginia Tech, Purdue, Tennessee State, Troy, and Georgia State. And I think you have some spring visits lined up this spring with Florida, Georgia, Alabama, and Syracuse. When you look at this list, right? This is a very exhaustive list. This is a very like a lot of like this is an elite list of guys. You have some really good. You have some contenders in the SEC and like Georgia. You have some programs like Auburn and Mississippi State, Florida, as well on here. That you have visits to Alabama, of course. You know both of the in-state schools, but you also have some interesting schools like Virginia Tech. They just hired James Franklin as the head coach there. Purdue. You know a lot of schools that are like in the ACC type of vein, Syracuse, you know, and things of that nature. Just tell me about this list and tell me about what you are looking for when you want to, you know, when you step foot on the school that you plan on visiting this spring. Like, what are some of the things that you're going to be looking for to kind of be like, well, this is somewhere I can see myself being for the next 3 to 4 years, uh, or like this is somewhere I can see that this particular coaching staff is going to be able to help develop me to get to the level or get to the next level where I want to be.
Well, I'm just looking at like the town and city surrounding the campus, like campus life, and the coaching staff and facilities especially. Cause like you're gonna put most of your work in on the weight room,
True,
and in the field to shine on Saturdays. And then coaching staffs, I'm just looking for like experience. Cause most coaches they have hype, and then like most coaches at the wide receiver and tight end position get moved around a lot. So I'm looking for a coach that is well experienced at that certain position.
So okay, so you said, coach, you get moved around a lot. So I'm gonna ask this question: do you see yourself more as a wide receiver? Do you see yourself more as a tight end, or do you see yourself, you know, projecting? Well, let me ask it. Do you see yourself projecting more as a wide receiver, projected more as a tight end, or projected somewhere in between to where you can be like a dangerous threat inside? You know, like you're big enough, you're big enough and faster than most linebackers, and you can compete on the inside of the field, but you're also big and you're bigger than some of the cornerbacks that you're going to be facing, that you can go up and just catch those 50-50 balls that they won't be able to guard you. Like, where do you see yourself projected more towards, that wide receiver or that tight end, or do you think you're just a blend of both?
I feel like a blend of both.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's fair, man. That's fair. I like it. I like it. I want to hone in on some of the schools that you had on that list, man. I'm gonna pull that back up. I'm gonna hone in on two to four schools. So look at Auburn. We look at Alabama. We look at Georgia. We look at Mississippi State. And Florida. We'll look at those SEC schools. Just tell me a little bit about those schools, and why they potentially could have, you know, your services on their campus and at those programs. Why they fit, in your opinion, why you feel like you fit with what they want to do, and just tell me what's your thought process of each school, with each one of those SEC schools. What are your thought process of them?
Well, it's kind of just like, once again, going back to track record. With all of those schools, they all have elite tight end rooms and wide receiver rooms, people at my size that have went through there and prospered being there. So I'm looking at that. Once again, coaching staffs on all of those. They're all great coaching staff, all great facilities. They're all around good areas. And then it's just
Is there one that sticks out more to you than the other ones? You don't have to answer that question if you don't want to. I'm just prying if you don't want to.
Nah.
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. I had the opportunity to see you at the AEX combine a couple of weeks ago in Mobile. And you were one of the, I believe you like one of 5 or 6 players that actually got an invite to play in the All-American Bowl, AEX All-American Bowl next year in January. I believe it will be in Charlotte, North Carolina. Tell me about that, man. Tell me about that recognition that you got from them, and why that's big in your eyesight of being able to go play against what's considered to be some of the best of the best? I mean, as a junior, you'll be just done with your junior year. You'll be going into your senior year, in that January period. Just tell me how that is an honor, or how excited you are about that, and why it is why it is why it is big in your opinion.
Oh, it's great just have the opportunity to just go out there and compete with people at that level with that skill base is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
On both sides of the ball, because we had Kendrick Abel there.
Yes.
Yeah, like he tough.
Yeah, running back from Theodore, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
It was just a bunch of great players. Even at the AAS camp that I went to, it was just a bunch of great players. And then knowing that there's going to be that same caliber of players from all 50 states, it's going to be nice.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's dope, man. I like, you were one of I want to say it was like 5 or 7 guys that got the invite, and you definitely had a really good day, man. You had a better than good day, man. You had a great day at the camp, man, which is dope, man. Last question here, man, before we get out of here, man. I appreciate your time so much, man. Like I said, you're a sophomore now. You're going into your junior season. You have a lot of, you said attention, like you said, that you are garnering right now as one of the fastest rising prospects in the state, and not just in the state, but in the country. What does Kaleb Ballard look like 5 years from now? What does it look like 5 years from now? 5 years from now, let's put this in perspective. 5 years from now, you are either a sophomore or junior in college. What does Kaleb Ballard look like 5 years from now? We look at this interview. We're doing this interview today on a Saturday. 5 years from now, what do you look like as a college football player? What does it look like for you?
That's gonna be a scary look. That's gonna be. Yeah, he's gonna be a dog for sure.
That's what's up.
It's gonna be great. I was playing on Saturdays, living a dream. It's wonderful.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I like it. You say he's gonna be a scary guy. He's going to be a dog. I like that, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate Kaleb so much, man, for giving us a little bit of his time today. We had some technical difficulties, but we worked through them. That's what we do, man. Hey, Kaleb, tell them your tell them your social media handles. Tell them where they can find you at. If anybody wants to reach out to you, man, just let them know about you, where they can reach out to you.
Oh yeah. Instagram, Kaleb Ballard 5, Twitter, Kaleb Ballard 28. Yeah.
All right, man. All right. You got TikTok?
Nah.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. I got you, man. Is Wetumpka gonna be a playoff team this year?
Oh, most definitely.
I like it. I like it, man. I like it, man. Kaleb, man, I appreciate you so much, man, for your time, man. Thank you so much for rocking with us, man, and giving us a little bit of your time, man, talking to you.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, man, no problem, man. All right, that's it for us, man. We about to end the recording right here, and we'll see y'all on the next one.